All right, good morning. Happy Friday to you guys. Zane here, and sorry I'm a bit sweaty. Just finished a pretty hectic workout. But look, I wanted to send a short message today. I want to talk a little bit about mindset because, right now everybody is being challenged in some way in terms of what they think, what they believe, and of course, what we think and what we believe has a big impact on how we feel and the actions that we take. So, I believe that the information war that we've got on right now and this whole fight for freedom and our way of life is much about our mindset as it is about anything else. And, I say it all the time. I think one of the best things and the most important things we can all do is to, number one, avoid listening to the mainstream news. I think that's absolutely the first thing. Too many people wake up in the morning, they go and grab their coffee, and the first thing they put on is the Today Show or, Sunrise or something like that. And automatically they're getting fed all of this propaganda to start their day. And, it's subliminal, a lot of it, but it just infiltrates, their way of thinking and their mindset, and it has a big impact on, everything about how they're feeling about the state of the world and a lot of the actions that they're taking, and they don't even realize it. It becomes very much subconscious the more that you do it. So it's so important right now that we take charge of our mindset. And that means that we've got to step outside the square. We've got to fight those demons, I guess, in our mind. That passive state that exists, that we all have, that kind of wants to, send us down the path of least resistance all of the time. And unless we stand up and we face those demons and we face that passive state and that comfortable state, and we say, no, I'm in charge, and we go and do what we've got to do that we know is truly best for us, then, unfortunately we fall into a really weak-minded state over time. And, it's not hard to be great these days because most of the population is weak. Most of the population has got so used to being spoon-fed, having a really comfortable, easy society, easy life, easy way of life. And it's not our fault. It's just, what we've been privileged to grow up in and this period of prosperity we've all been a part of for the past, 50, 60 years, ourselves and our parents. But all of that's about to change right now. You see, most people don't realize that we're in a war. We're actually at the crossroads where we're either going to have, a period of, sustained, untold prosperity that'll be there, forever for our kids, and we'll get through this battle, and we'll come out the other side with that amazing freedom that we all want, or we're going to be pushed into a really, really dark place because these dark forces that are at play right now, they're going to win this game. They're going to win this game. And for those people who don't think that we're in any kind of a battle right now, they're the people who are most at risk because they're asleep, they're not conscious, they're doing the same things they've always done. They're not reading the signs. They're not, they haven't been alerted from the last 2 years of what's going on. They think that everything that we're being told is the truth when nothing could be further from the truth. So being in charge of your mind right now is important. And, we have these inbuilt mechanisms in our mind that cause us to validate, our passiveness and our comfort zone and our moments of weakness. We could be saying to ourselves before we go to bed, tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and I'm going to go for a run, or I'm going to go to the gym, or whatever it might be. And you wake up and it's pissing down rain outside, and the first thing that happens is you go, oh, look, I might just stay in bed today. I'll exercise tomorrow. Now that right there is something that a lot of people wrestle with, a lot of people fight with, and a lot of people succumb to just that one little example, because they don't have the inner fortitude to be able to stand up to that passive state of mind and to say, no, I'm in charge, and I don't care if it's raining outside, I don't care if it's snowing outside, I'm going to get out there and do what I made the commitment to myself to do. And so, I guess my message to you is that, we all have the power within ourselves to be strong, to be resolute, to be our word, to make promises to ourselves that we keep. And too many people don't do that. And I think now more than ever is the time for us to be strong in our mind and to make those commitments, to move away from all the bullshit that we're being fed, to move into more expansive self-education, to motivate ourselves, be around positive people, be around positive messages, positive networks, positive groups. And I think that's the most important thing we can all do for ourselves, because from that place, it's easy to make smart, constructive, proactive decisions, because I truly believe right now that we all need to be preparing. We need to be protecting ourselves, and we don't know how all this is going to play out. We know there's some pretty evil forces at play, and this is a war between good and evil, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. That's the reality. And we're going to have to control what we can control, but we're also going to have to, as a community, stand up and be politically active as well, to ensure that we have the best chance of bringing into power those who believe in everything that this country stands for and are prepared to take our country back into the, and make it the country that it's meant to be. Because there's a push now to dismantle our freedom, to dismantle our democracy, to move towards socialism, to move towards communism. So if you're passive, you're going to end up in that environment, you're going to end up in that type of situation, and you just won't have the inner fortitude, the mental strength to be able to deal with it. And it'll be too late before you've been able to take any, preparatory action. So, I'll leave it there today, but just mindset, so important, because it just dictates everything. And I just see too many people out there right now being passive, thinking everything's going to go back to normal, believing that if they comply that their freedoms will be returned, when the reality is that if they comply, their freedoms won't be returned. They'll be signing up for a life of tyranny. And that's the reality. It's a different way of looking at it, but it's the absolute reality once you, go down the rabbit hole a little bit and get to the truth of the matter. Anyway, stay positive, make promises to yourself and make sure that you keep them. It's so important. And self-educate. I can't emphasize that enough right now. Have a great day, and I'll touch base with you over the weekend. All the best. Cheers.